Good evening, Yu-Gi-Oh players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with another forbidden deck profile for you guys. You guys voted for it, and I'm here with what is considered, in my opinion, to be my most valuable deck in terms of price-wise. This deck contains cards so much value that it's actually worth approximately $600. That's right, this deck is approximately a $600 collection of cards, and it is by far the most expensive deck that I've ever built. So I'm going to go through it today with you. It is my Chaos deck, and I am so glad to be able to provide you with this profile on New Year's Day. A welcome way to rein in the new year. So we'll get right to it. I think we'll start with the extra cards. So these cards are not categorized into any set in particular. They're just a group of cards that are added in to support. A very valuable version of Effect Veiler. I have a couple Honest in here, not the expensive version of the Honest actually, which is kind of ironic. Getting ahead of myself. This is a 25th Century Dark Hole, first edition. A Foolish Burial limited edition from the Noble Knights era. Solemn Warning. And a Kajamocho Knight. Somehow it mixed getting in with the rest of the monsters. First edition, very nice piece. Next, I have my small branded section. It's my Bestial section. So I've got one branded Regained. I have two Bestial Lubalians, first edition. One of the Druidus Worm. And two of the Baldrakes. All from the recent set. All first edition. Collectively, those cards are worth approximately $100. My Chaos set here. I have Chaos Sorcerer, the Veneer, Light Ray Sorcerer. This Blackluster Soldier is worth solid like $15-$20, I think, if I remember correctly. It might be more than that. We've got Chaos Creator, Daedalus, the Emperor Dragon. Not an expensive copy, unfortunately. I can never afford the expensive version. But if I ever pull one, I will definitely be putting it in. Like the Chaos Space here. 25th Century Edition. See if we can get that 25 to show up for you guys. There you go. It's a beautiful piece. And I have another Chaos Space. So that card there, that one Chaos Space, is climbing in value rapidly. Then we have our Phantomite Core. I made this deck after being inspired by the deck that Mario from Mario's Gaming World put together. So shout out to Mario for coming up with what was arguably a very neat concept. So I've got 3 of the boots, and I've got 3 of the gloves. Nope, the torn scale. I only have 2 of the gloves. Cloven helm, fragile armor, stained greaves I got a couple copies of. Ancient cloak, 3 copies. That is a very valuable a very valuable fog blade that I pulled. So valuable I couldn't afford a second one, so I had to get the cheap copy. I also have a gold edition of the Phantom Knight's Shade of Brigade. The whole goal of this deck is to just sow chaos, essentially. I get to play a ton of cards from Grave. I get to summon things using removal. I have a gold rare Judgment Dragon, as well as an common. Mineo. I got 1 super. Wolf. I got a couple. Raidens. I've got a complete set of rares. Is there only 2 of her? I thought there were 3. I guess there's only 2. 2 paladins. I've got a Lightsworn Maiden. 2 of those, actually, sorry. They got split up by accident by the sheer light spirit. I've got a gold rare solar, 2 gold rare solar charges and 1 limited edition. Lightsworn Sanctuary, 2 first editions. Vanquishing Light, super rare, or just a rare, but it's a good rare. Nice shiny. And finally, the extra deck. The extra deck collectively is worth about $250, $300 itself. So it's like half of the rarity. I have the exceedingly rare Ghost edition of Blackluster Soldier to start us off. You gotta love the artwork of this card. It is insanely beautiful. Look how it fades away and comes back. I love that ghost rare effect. We've got the Chaos. I'm gonna get this to zoom differently for you guys so that you can really appreciate these ones. There you go. So we'll go back, really appreciate the artwork on these ones. I have a really expensive version and then a cheaper version of Michael. my two break swords, both first edition. And we end on a exceedingly rare Bestial Dice Spotter. So that is my super expensive Chaos deck. I'll just give you one more look at the most beautiful card in the deck for sure. I hope you've enjoyed this profile. I could shuffle up the cards for you guys, I suppose. Let's do that, actually. Let's shuffle up this deck and show you a few of the plays. I do love this deck. It's probably one of my favorites. Yes, of course, it's forbidden in so many ways. There's a bunch of cards in here that I'm sure are banned. And on top of that, there's also just no way that you could have this many cards in a deck. This is a 113 card deck, but it is by far one of my most well balanced and exceedingly fun to play decks. I'm just trying to split up the cards a little bit better for you guys. So for example, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the Drizworm, we've got the Baldrake, we've got the Torn Scales a couple times, and Diana. So throw out the Phantom, and you go from there. You send one of the Phantoms to the graveyard, you send her to the graveyard, then you've got your Baldrake, and you're on your way. Let's do another hand. And that's the beauty of this deck. You get what you need into the graveyard, you summon big-ass things from special summons. It's hard to counter this deck, because there's just so much going on in it. Draw another hand. Let's say I'm going second this time, so I've got my 6. Not the best one there. I'd probably go with that and that. Try to get through the first turn, then sacrifice it for the angel. Doing the milling and hoping for Chaos Dragon to become live off of the mills. Not a bad mill. Do one more for you guys. Go 5 cuts this time. Going first again. Not the best hand on that one. But that happens sometimes. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my Chaos deck, my most valuable price-wise deck that I own. Uh, in theory, out of my collection, I would say this deck probably weighs in at 1/15th to 1/20th of the value of my entire collection, so it's pretty expensive. And I have no intentions of building another deck ever to this expense, because I'm pretty sure my partner would kill me. And on that note, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. One more time. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday season, and I want to just express my extreme gratitude for all of the people who have subscribed to this channel. You guys are awesome. It is really inspiring and encouraging for me, as a person with depression, to see you guys coming out and viewing my content and giving me the thumbs up. So I just wanted to say thanks. Much love to you all. Have a safe holiday, and bye.